Have you ever tried cooking duck breast at home? Today, we're going to guide you through it. Duck breast, with its succulent meat and crispy skin, can be a delightful addition to your repertoire of home-cooked meals. We'll walk you through the process step by step, from prepping the meat, seasoning it just right, to achieving that perfect sear. We'll even share some serving suggestions to elevate your duck dish to a whole new level. Are you ready to cook some delicious duck breast? Let's get started. First things first, ensure your duck breasts are clean and dry. You can gently pat them dry with kitchen paper. This helps to get that perfect sear we're aiming for. Now let's move on to scoring the skin. You'll want to use a sharp knife. Carefully make crisscross patterns on the skin side of the duck breasts. Be sure not to cut into the meat. This scoring process is essential as it allows the fats to render out better during cooking, giving you a superbly crispy skin. Next, it's time to season. Generously sprinkle salt and freshly ground black pepper on both sides of the duck breasts. Remember, this is your base flavor, but feel free to experiment with other spices that tickle your palate. Maybe some smoked paprika or a dash of garlic powder. It's all up to your taste. Now that your duck breast is prepared, it's time to start cooking. Heat up a non-stick pan on medium-high heat and add a little vegetable oil. It's time to bring the heat. The sizzle of the pan and the aroma of the oil sets the stage for our star ingredient. Now it's time to introduce the duck breasts to the pan. Gently place them skin side down. Listen to that satisfying sizzle as the skin begins to brown and crisp up. This is where the magic happens. The skin will slowly render its fat, becoming beautifully crispy while the meat stays tender and juicy. You may need to let the duck cook for about 5 to 7 minutes on the skin side. Patience is key here. You don't want to rush this process. Allow the heat to do its job, crisping the skin to perfection and rendering out that excess fat. This isn't just about cooking the duck, it's about transforming it. Now, with the skin beautifully browned, it's time to flip the duck breast over. Continue cooking for about 3 to 5 minutes on the other side. This will ensure that the meat is well browned and evenly cooked. The result? A duck breast with a crispy skin and a tender, juicy interior. Absolute perfection. But let's take it a step further. If you'd like, you can enhance the flavor of the duck by adding a thin layer of barbecue sauce or any sauce of your liking on the top side in the last few minutes of cooking. This will give the duck a beautiful glaze and an extra punch of flavor. However, this is completely optional. The duck is perfectly delicious on its own. Once you're done cooking, it's time to let the meat rest. This step is crucial. Resting allows the juices to redistribute throughout the meat, making every bite juicy and flavorful. So resist the temptation to slice into it immediately. Let it rest for a few minutes. Trust me, it's worth the wait. After cooking, transfer the duck breasts to a serving dish and let them rest for 2 minutes before slicing. This brief pause allows the juices to redistribute throughout the meat, ensuring every bite is moist and flavorful. Now, it's time to slice your masterpiece. Hold your knife at a slight angle and slice the duck breast crosswise. This technique yields thick, succulent slices that showcase the perfectly cooked meat and the crispy skin. As you plate these delicious slices, think about what side dishes you want to accompany your roast duck breast. Grilled vegetables, fried potatoes, or a vibrant salad can add a delightful contrast in textures and flavors. But the perfect accompaniment to your duck breast doesn't stop at side dishes. Consider preparing a special sauce to drizzle over the top. An orange sauce or cranberry sauce can add a tangy sweetness that beautifully balances the richness of the duck. These sauces not only add extra flavor but also complement the dish, making it a complete culinary experience. Serving the roast duck breast is not just about putting food on a plate. It's about creating a harmony of flavors, a symphony of textures that make every bite a celebration. Remember, the ideal doneness of the duck breast depends on your personal preference. It's preferable not to fully cook the duck breast so it remains tender and moist. And there you have it. A perfect roast duck breast. From preparing the duck with careful scoring and seasoning to cooking it just right and serving it in thick, succulent slices. Now, you're all set to impress with a delicious home-cooked duck breast. Happy cooking!